Okay. So look, guys. Whew, thank God you did not take the trade, huh? Look, price got so close. Look at these conditions. Crazy. Price got so close. Look where the stop loss is. Price got so close to the stop loss. Look, but it didn't hit my stop. I told you guys I'm placing my stop loss above here because it's a safe zone. Look how close price got to the stop loss, and it did not dare touch the stop loss. It was like, oh, nope. Look at the time. It's time for me to go now. Uh, you, you don't want it to go above the 0.25 level again. Right? It's already consolidating enough. You wanted price to remain below here. Look what I told you, right? You wanted price to remain below here, right? And during the time it was below here, we wanted it to go down and hit our TP, which was this. But during that time period, it did not. Mind you, remember what I was telling you here. I wanted this candle to close below, right? Below the 0.5 level, which it did not. What price did instead? It took this high. Now let me tell you what high it took so you guys can see. The highest high of the it took the highest high of the PM last hour. That's why I say you do not trade in conditions like this. Look, took the highest high of the PM session last hour. Then if you've taken even the easiest setup, you lose money. Imagine the easiest setup I could teach someone, they would lose money in these conditions. Imagine the easiest setup I can teach someone. Even that setup, they will lose money. So it's not about the setup. It's about the condition that you trade in. Condition come first, then the setup comes second. So let's watch from 350 to 410. This was from 340 to 4 p.m. Now we're watching from 350 to 410. I can remove this eye, right? I'll put this eye over here. Right. Let's take this out. Oh, it's distracting me. Since price already reacted to the 0.25 level, we wouldn't want price to react there again. So I'm gonna remove it. Because we know, okay, this is the 0.25 level. So when price comes there, it should fly down. I don't want to think about it anymore. Now we look at the 0.5 level, the 0.618 level, and the 0.75 level. Let's look, guys. Guys, the way I'm enjoying this, mind you, price came so close to you stop loss. You saw I was not fearing. No, I so wanted price to prove my point. I think I put my stop loss too precise. That was the problem. Too precise at the correct place. Yeah, that was the problem. Price should just sometimes what happens, price will just weak out of nowhere. You see a huge week, you're like Igbo. Where this week came from? Okay, this is what we are looking at. Mind you, I can watch all this without putting all these levels. You see how I told you about watching this level, but then I didn't mark it. That's what happening with all of this. I'm watching this level, slower part, and I'm not marking it at all. I can just see with my eyes. I can see the whole consolidation from here to here. I'm just watching this level without marking it. I'm just marking it for you guys so you can see what I'm looking at. You see how price came this time? Look at this low. It still hasn't broken below this low, which is this low. Look here. Then is that the high? Oh, this is the high of the volume imbalance. Right high. Let's make it in the middle, alright? See how here it came down, didn't break below that. I wanted to hit stop loss. We're looking at this level, right? 350 to 410. Let me delete it because marking it and then moving it is annoying. It's already 4 p.m. Guys, there are things I have to do. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close this trade, okay? And then tomorrow we're gonna come and then we're gonna review what happened. Okay, perfect. Don't worry about the money. Don't worry about the money, guys. Don't worry about the money. Don't worry if it comes and hits TP. Oh, what if it hits TP? If it hits TP, good. Actually, bad. If it hits TP, it's a bad thing because it doesn't prove my point. But if it doesn't hit TP, it's a good thing because it proves my point not to trade in these conditions. Yes. This thing is magnated. Oh, is that even a word? Magnated. Magnated. Sometimes I use words that I've learned a long time ago. I probably read this in a book, but I used it in the wrong context. Magnated. Magnate. Hmm. A wealthy and influential businessman or business woman. Probably read it in a business book, and then I used it in the wrong context. At 4, you should always learn to close your trade, whether it hits TP or not, until you know what price does in the last few minutes. Let's remove those trade symbols. Show some of you all want like, hey, bro. Yeah, what I'm gonna do now? Let me leave all this to only show on the. I want it to only show on the 1 minute. Right, so I want this to only show on the 1 minute. I don't want it to show on all time frames. Yes, I want it to only show on the 1 minute. Current interval only. Did it click? Okay, perfect. This one, however, visibility. Okay, that's perfect. 5 minutes. Okay, wonderful. Look at the 5 minute. Let me see so you can see what we are doing on the 5 minutes. That's why I told you guys, like, if you're a beginner, you should start on the 5, because if you see on the 5 minute, you'll be like, what? It's that close. I was on the 1 minute and I could notice how close it was, but you couldn't notice how close it was. Look, exactly. There's the sell. There's the way we closed the trade. Looks lower, but we were in a loss because we closed somewhere up here. And look at price. It was still respecting the 0.25 level, but it wasn't doing what I wanted. This is the level that I told you, okay, price should move, and the next candle I told you should be a bearish candle. But it came, it wicked, and then it went up. You guys didn't notice that, but mind you, my brain has seen these things so many times. Beautiful, isn't it? It's beautiful how on the 1 minute it looks like a lot, but on the 5 minutes just the here to here. Look, same thing here. Look, in the 5 minute, look, it's not even at the low of this. Look, I just wanna make this into the 1 minute. I wanna keep it on the 1 minute only because hey, I don't want it to show across all time frames. Then I'll have to start. That's too much. Hey, imagine showing on the 4 hour date. Hey, that's too much work, yo. Hmm. One thing I have to say I'm proud of is in terms of work, right? Like I've noticed that a lot of scriptures is being meditated now. hmm So before I actually speak a word, right, the Holy Spirit holds my tongue, and I'm so happy for that. It's not by might, it's not by power. Imagine this one is for the 1 hour. Remember, I marked it on the 1 hour. Did I mark anything on the 5 minute here? Oh yeah, I did as well. Look, this is the high, right? I guys remember whether this was a high or low. High. That's the high. I think the low is somewhere down there. Yeah. This is the range. You see this? Whew, this is a phenomenal dealing range. If you can take a trade even halfway from here, I'm telling you guys, halfway from here, and you target this lower orange level, yo, you make money. Yo. This is a dealing range. This is a proper dealing range. These are the type of range you should, trade in. These are the type of trade. These are the type of ranges you should trade in. Not these ones. Look at this one. Okay, what am I gonna do now? Oh yeah, I told her I'll call her today. Ish. Ugh, man, I told her I'll call her. Oh, Lord help me. Next time I should stop telling people I'll call them. No, at least I can. Yeah, let me just call her. I told her I'll call her already. I think with Mills, if I don't do what I say, it's like me going against myself. So, guys, it was phenomenal spending time with y'all. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed this like crazy. Let's go on the 15 minutes. Did we even touch the 15 minutes since we started? Okay. Oh, you have to see the 15 minute are all three of them. Look here. That's how it looks like on the 15 minutes. Oh, you wanna see the trade on the 15 minutes? Look, it's it's gonna be a little surprising, but look, yeah, this candle and that candle, which is not even closed yet. Anyways, this is on the 15 minutes. Perfect, beautiful. Don't you think? It's amazing how price just aligns. 1 hour, you can see, right? Current interval and below. There is a 1 hour, just the recent 1 hour candle. That's not even finished yet. Okay, let me just film it for y'all. Mm, I'll try my very best to actually do this on a consistent basis. I'll try my best. Yo, I really love this. I'm not gonna lie. You know how I came here tired, but I'm not tired doing this. It didn't even feel like work. It's like when I hold my Bible, I can read my Bible for like 3 hours and I won't get tired. I have to like forcefully stop myself from continuing. So with that said, it was lovely speaking to you guys. I enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel. Watch me grow to tens of thousands of views. Watch me trade live. This is just demo. Right, mind you, this is the same account. Let's close. Right, let's move this. Let's move this. Right. You see, this is the same account minus 58. So assuming you are trading a $1,000 account, um, you're not supposed to lose 10%. Would be what? 10% of 1,000 rand would be $100. So assuming we are doing that, right? So we have about $42 more before we lose this account. So we're gonna do that, right? It was amazing. I enjoyed it. You guys probably did enjoy it as much as I did. But I hope you most certainly took down some notes. There are some pointers that I actually said after hours of tape reading that I noticed, like where I expected a breakaway guy for streaming purposes. So this is me teaching y'all, and my Christian life is a separate life from this. However, God is the center of everything. That's why I always end. That's why you see I say Jesus is Lord, because I'm not gonna lie, God is like it's only God. Like guys, like my story to actually getting this good, it's only God. It's only God. It's only God. For you to be able to see that minus, right? See this minus 58, and it not affects me because I know my skill level. It takes a different type of conditioning to reach that stage. And I was obsessed with this thing. I still am. But compared to how I was in the beginning, so much better. So with that said, love you guys. Stay safe, stay protected. Always grind, always work hard. I even went 14 minutes ahead and beyond what I should deliver. Yeah, peace. Yes, and